Alright, so now we're going to start with starting to do some GUI stuff. There's something called Scene Builder. Well, we're going to use Gluon Scene Builder. The reason we're using Scene Builder from Gluon is Oracle open-sourced Scene Builder, and Gluon actively maintains it. So we can go to Gluon Scene Builder. This is what it looks like. We can go down here. I'm going to just download the executable jar here. Scene Builder executable jar. There's a lot of others that you can do, but I find that this one's really quite easy. And it'll look the same exactly in all these different places. So I'll save it, and it's really fast download. And this is what it looks like. This is Scene Builder. Scene Builder is really cool in the sense that we can just drag and drop our different controls, the GUI stuff. All right, the first one what we want to start off with is understanding what all these things mean. We have containers, and containers are very important. All these controls have to go into containers. What's a control? Controls are buttons, check boxes, choice boxes, color picker, combo boxes, date picker, HTML editor, a hyperlink, and so forth and so on. These are lots and lots of things that we have to make GUI stuff. Scroll bars, spinners, oh, there's all sorts of things. There's menus that you can have, these miscellaneous, there's different shapes and charts, 3D stuff. We're going to just start off with the very basic stuff. Let's go ahead and we're going to click on border pane. I'm going to drag a border pane over here. Boom. And now a border pane looks like I really need to make this wider so you won't be able to see it as well, but there you go. And with our border pane, we want to add something. So let's add our first thing here. We'll have a control, and let's add a button. And with border, you can put it in the center, the top, the left, the bottom, the right, whatever. Let's go ahead and put it in the center, and then I will save this. So File, Save As, and I'm going to put this in a particular place. I'm going to click, just put it in the same place I put everything else, just in my examples. Now notice this is a FXML file. Because of the way this is created, Scene Builder makes it really easy to create GUIs, but you have to put it in a different file. So I'm going to say FXML Example1, and I'll save it. Well, all right. Now that we have that saved, we have to connect it with Java. So I'm going to go ahead and save this and then bring up JGrasp. In order to connect Java and Scene Builder together, the easiest thing for us to do is use a template that I've created for us. So I'm going to go to Canvas, and I have put in, this is our class, and I've put in a template under modules. So modules, then GUI basics. There we go. And there's a whole lot of imports. You can figure out each import by yourself if you really want to, but it might take some time. So I've got this template here just to make your life faster and easier. So I'll bring up JGrasp, File New Java. I'll put this here. I'm going to rename this. Let's give it Example1. Example1. So I'm going to have to save it as Example1 as well. So when I compile it, it asks me to save. Yes, I do want to save it. And I'll just save it here, FXML Example1. All right, that compiles. Everything's fine. The next thing I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to understand what all these things do. Later on, I'll change this line, but right now all I want to do is pop up what I have here. There's no way that Scene Builder can actually run this itself, so I actually have to tell it what to do. So let's figure out how to do this. The first thing is we have main. Well, all right, main's good. It's good to go. And there's something different that I do. It's called launch args. What this is launching is specifically, it's going to be calling start. And what is this start? Well, what I've done is, if you look very carefully, I am using extends application. Application is a JavaFX application and is what makes the GUIs work with JavaFX. Swing and AWT are older Java GUI toolkits. You can't use them together, so we can't use JOption pane here anymore. But these are, it's the new way that they're doing it. It's easier or harder, depends on how you look at it. All right, when we look at start, the first thing we need to do is load our FXML file. Here's our FXML file. We've saved it, and now we need to be able to load it. So specifically FXML loader, and we're creating a new loader, and we're loading it. The biggest thing we have to do is change the name of it. Well, I saved it to FXML Example1. All right, so FXML, did I capitalize it? I did. I capitalized Example1. If I just change that one thing, and I have a class here, the rest I just copied, and it's good to go. Now this is the width of the screen is going to be, and the height of the screen. So let's look through this line by line. This loads the file. This right here, loader.setController, it's a JavaFX thing saying I want this class that I'm creating, the FXML Example1 class, to be in control of the GUI that I created. All right, let's go ahead and load it, loader.load, and get a reference to it, parent root, and then I'm going to create a scene right here, 400 by 400. Now, the stages and scene, when we start off, JavaFX provides us with a stage. Now, this all has to do with the idea, the metaphor of theater. So if I have a stage, well, when you go to watch a theater, well, you watch the stage. And you can have a number of scenes in that stage. So say Act 1, Scene 1, we might have a couch and say a blue backdrop. And actors come in, they use the couch, the blue backdrop is there. And then after Scene 1, they might change the couch into a chair, they might pull down a red backdrop, and so they can change the different scenes. So this scene can be changed, but the stage can't. But you have to set the scene to the stage. So these three lines of code say, okay, I'm going to load up my FXML file, and let's get it ready for Java. It's now ready for Java. We're putting it in root, and now we're going to create a scene with that root, and I'm making it 400 by 400, and we're setting the scene, and let's go ahead and show it. So if I compile it, it's fine. If I run it, then there it is. There's the button. How very interesting. I can make it wider, but if I press the button, absolutely nothing happens. So I'm going to stop this video here and start the next video at this point.